When it feels like the world's falling down, I'll be there to lift you from the ground. Don't be afraid, just let me in, love me and down. How could I say your pain in the light and all your secrets? I'll take them all, I'll be your keeper. Let's run away, no need to stay alone now.
Hey y'all, I'm coming here to rant a little bit tonight about the girl's doctor. She gave them this nasty things because she did a test and it showed, and I use that very loosely, showed that they're allergic to milk, allergic to wheat, allergic to soy, that they're like eggs, and I mean, I knew Savannah was allergic to milk, obviously, and I knew Savannah was allergic to wheat. I did, and I knew Savannah was allergic to eggs. Now, with all that said, okay, that's good. Go in there with Daddy.
So I'm a video now.
Yeah. So, okay, with me knowing that, because they got tested in May. So, what? Just send it to me, Gary. I'm doing a video.
What are you doing a video?
Just please go in the kitchen. Thank you. Now, like I said, we got them both tested in May for allergies because we're planning on sending them to school September. Savannah came back. She's allergic to like 15 or 19 of the 20 things that they tested her for.
Yep. And I weighed 35.
Okay. Please go. And so I knew she was allergic to everything. Everything they tested her for, she was allergic to everything except codfish. But she's allergic to everything. Now, we've been going to the allergy doctor. I turned all that into Head Start. Head Start was not comfortable with Savannah coming to Head Start because of all her allergies. They said Hannah can come, Savannah can come, but like she has to have an EpiPen, like which I had one for the school and I had one for home, but they would accept her, but they really wasn't comfortable because she was allergic to so much stuff. They didn't know what to feed her, which I understand because I was like that when they, ran down the list of things. I'm like, what is she going to eat, Hannah? I'm like, what is she going to eat? And when they called, she was eating pancakes, which had wheat flour in it, hence wheat. She didn't have no reaction. She was fine. The night before, she had spaghetti. What? Have what? Yes, go in the kitchen. So she had spaghetti the night before, hence tomatoes that she was allergic to. She was fine. She had cereal, hence milk. She was fine. Hold on. I swear. Do y'all ever have to know where everything is in your house by heart? Because if you tell somebody, okay, we'll go in the kitchen and fix a glass of ice water with the blue cup, they go in there. They can't find the ice. They can't find the water. They can't find the blue cup. You go in there and it's all together. And it's like, okay, I told you the cup is in the refrigerator, or the cup is in the cabinet, ice is in the freezer, water's in the sink. Oh, I didn't see it because you didn't look. Like I was saying. So she had all of them. Even though it showed she was allergic to it, she still had it. And me and that doctor, we were getting it under control. Now with Hannah, she also took the allergy test, all the same allergy test on the same day. So she was allergic to nothing. No allergies, no nothing. Okay. Then let's go back. Let's fast forward. That was May. Let's fast forward to November. I wanted to know if they had slow gastric emptying still, so that I know, okay, do they just not want to eat, or are they still staying full? Okay, when they went, they did the test, and the test, and I use that loosely, came out that Hannah outgrew her slow emptying, and that Savannah still has slow gastric emptying. Now, y'all have seen the girls, haven't you? Savannah, as of Tuesday, is 31 pounds. Hannah, as of Tuesday, is 26 pounds. Okay.
Mommy, the dragon just stopped.
Okay. So with all that, how did Hannah grow out of it and Savannah didn't? It could be metabolism, but all that. Okay, so when they had, before they had the slow gastric emptying scan, they had blood work. Now we go to this woman and she's like, they're allergic to wheat, soy, cow's milk. They're allergic to tomatoes and eggs. They're allergic to corn. Okay. What milk? But they need the calcium. What milk do you want them to drink? Oh, well, they can't drink milk. Okay. They can't have tomatoes. They can't have milk. They can't have soy, wheat, cow's milk, or basically cow protein. She didn't say anything about meat, but basically, I say cow protein. But if y'all see my other rant videos, this is the same woman that December of 2015, I think it was 2014, sorry. Her and the surgeon thought that they can bully me into getting my kids feeding tubes. They were trying to bully me into making them have unnecessary surgery. And I say it's unnecessary surgery because my kids, my babies, when they were born, were 4 pounds and 10 ounces. Hannah was 4 pounds, 10 ounces. Savannah was 4 pounds 4 ounces. They were not on the scale when they were babies. They measured at 31 weeks. They were born at 37 weeks and 4 days. So when they were born, they were small. Understandably. But they were small. So they were not born 7 pounds and plus when they were born. So they weren't born a typical normal size. They have always been on their own curve. So when me fighting with this GI doctor, telling her their primary care doctor knows that they were born small, being their primary care doctor since they were 4 days old. They are now 4, but by this time they were, I think 1.5. Or they were 18 months, because I got lucky because the adoption was finalized the 23rd of December. And when I went, this was like December the 31st or the 30th of December. So, like, they were barely mine legally. I mean, they were mine. I had them, brought them from the hospital, was there when they were born. So, so I go to the surgeon back December 2014. And he sits there and he tells me for an hour and a half, they're small. They need a feeding tube. They're not growing right. And I'm sitting here arguing with him. They have never been on the normal weight. They're height weight proportionate. I'm sitting here arguing with this man for an hour and a half. He gets up. He goes out of the room. He gets on his phone. He calls DCS to try to make me force my kids to have unnecessary surgery. He has his nurse also on the phone with DCS, trying to make them force me to make my kids have unnecessary surgery. DCS, for y'all that don't know, is Department of Children's Services. So I tell their primary doctor, because like I said, she's been seeing them since they were 4 days old. And if he was in their life since they were 4 days old, and he knew them more than a month, because like he didn't even know them, like that was the first time he ever seen them. This woman, this GI doctor, was like in their life for 3 months. It showed that they were growing ounce-wise, but yes, they were not the size of a typical 18-month-old child. But they also was, and the reasoning for her wanting me to put my kids on the feeding tube is so that they can gain weight, so that they can grow taller. Okay, if my kids gain 5 pounds and they're still the height that they are, they're gonna be overweight for their height. Like right now, their height weight proportionate, even though Hannah is 26, well, she's 28 pounds now. We just weighed her. Yes, I know that's small for a 4-year-old, but she's also not the height of a 4-year-old.
Yep.
She's height weight proportionate.
Yep. Adorable.
Yeah.
And now I got my bow.
Yeah.
Hope you like my channel, because I did a video right now. Because I sing right now, like a sound. And this And they got a little thing on her ear.
Yeah, that's a JoJo stamp.
JoJo stamp. Now we'll put it on my head. And see what it looks like.
Okay, go ahead. But
So
with that, she's where she's supposed to be. Primary doctor asked her, she goes, they have never been on the scale. They have never, like, height-wise, they always been lower than 5%. Weight-wise, they always been lower than 5%. They never been on the curve. But if you look at their curve based on when they were 4 years old, when they were 4 days old to 4 years old, they are growing. What? I see it. Please be careful. Don't come up here. Come over here and put it on your table. They have never been on the scale. So, this woman, back to present day, is telling me, oh, your kids can't eat all this. And I told her, okay, well, when Savannah got the test, when they both got the test, it showed Hannah was not allergic to anything anymore. And it showed that Savannah was allergic to, this. And the doctor told me, if she can tolerate it, let her eat it. And she proceeds to tell me, and I don't know if this is true, but I'm not going to believe her because she wants my kids on a feeding tube. She wants them to have a tube either up their nose or in their belly. Like, I don't know why she gunning for me so hard, but I'm not the one to mess with. I'm not the one. I'm not even a violent person, but I will rip her head off. I will rip it right off her shoulders for my kids. So then, this woman, Savannah, over here. If y'all spill that, y'all will be in trouble. Put Bumpy down. She then proceeds to tell me, oh, well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Because it could be a allergy on the inside. Okay, but she eats spaghetti, but she's allergic to tomatoes. She eats cereal that has wheat, and she eats cereal that has milk. She and we did a control feeding for eggs in clinic. What I call control feeding in clinic, meaning we cooked we scrambled an egg. We took it in a Ziploc bag to his office. They redid the skin test. It showed that she was allergic to eggs, and they gave her a little bit of eggs. They did that. He said she didn't have no reaction to it, and that she can eat eggs. Okay, and then so I tell this woman, we did a control feeding. Yeah, we haven't done anything for shellfish because he wants to wait until they're 5 just to test it. And because he's going to retest Hannah just to make sure that she's really not allergic to anything. She tells me, oh, well, it's not going to show external. It's just going to show internal. She could be in pain and you're making... No, I'm not making her in pain. If she's in pain, she would tell me that she's in pain. She has words. She knows how to talk. Like, you're trying to make her something that she's not. Like, if she was eating something and she's like, oh my gosh, this is hurting my stomach, I'm not going to force her to eat it. Like, I listen to my kid. She asked for milk, and if milk hurted her stomach, she wouldn't drink it. She wouldn't want to eat or drink that food because it would hurt her. But like I said, the stuff that she gave them is like the box. It reads, hold on, let me go get the box. Hold on. Okay, Gary just got it for me. Meal cake. What does it say it's for? Oral and tube feeding. She's trying to get my kids tube fed. That's what she wants. She wants my kids to be on the feeding tube. I don't know why she wants my kids to be on the feeding tube. If my kids gain 5 pounds, let's say that they get a feeding tube and they gain 5 pounds, that is not going to make them grow taller. They're just going to grow fatter. Like they're not being, they do not have nutrition. Like I'm not trying to keep them skinny. Like I'm not trying to, like, I like healthy kids. My kids are healthy. Just because you don't know them. I've been knowing them from day one. You don't know them. You met them when they were like freaking 6, 7 months. Yes, I see your shoes. They're pretty. Like, you don't know them. You don't know them. Like, I know them. Their primary doctor, if she had a problem with their weight and height, I would listen to her because she's been their doctor since they were 4 days old. She knows them. And she would be like, maybe we should try this. But she's never said anything to me. And I've asked her, and she's like, no. They're on their own curve. They're height, weight proportionate. For themselves. Not for a 4-year-old, but for their personal selves. So if I end up in jail, y'all know why. Because I will take a claw hammer to her freaking head. Because she don't want none. This is not what she wants. And like I said, I'm not even a violent person, but you mess with the cubs and Mama Bear will attack.